Thank you. Good to see everyone. How's everyone doing? Cool. Good. So I'm Mark Jones. As John mentioned, I'm head of sales at Perform Media. I'm also here with my colleague, Tom Child, back there. Tom, wave. He runs our pharma channel. So if you work with Tom, you actually know Tom is the best of the best. But what you may not actually know about Tom is he's also the best of the best at butt dialing. So just this past weekend, Tom was on vacation, and he butt dialed me 3 consecutive times over and over again. I actually thought it was an emergency, so I was like frantically dialing him back. I was like, no, butt dial. And just about a year ago, Tom was on vacation again with his kids, and he achieved greatness. He actually achieved an NBD of all butt dials, never been done before. So it was early morning, and he butt dialed, but this time it was FaceTime, so he kind of upped his level. But he butt dialed our COO. It was like 4 a.m. his time. He wasn't even awake. And Tom was on a roller coaster. I cannot believe it. Literally, can you imagine Tom going up and down, round and around? He goes screaming his head off. I actually think you startled Alex. But literally, all joking aside, we've all gone through so many ups and downs, round and around in some instances. So we've gone through privacy and compliance changes. We have cookie deprecation now. It sounds like there's no cookie deprecation. And then we have brand safety issues with MFAs and sensitive content. It is political season. So our mission, very simple at Perform Media, is to provide stability throughout this very turbulent digital transformation that we're all living in by providing new and innovative ways to engage patients. So engaging patients is at the core of every single thing that we do. So let me just show you a quick video about what we do at Perform Media.
Sweeping changes in consumer behavior, privacy regulations, and analytics degradation mean your healthcare campaigns may no longer perform the way they once did. Perform Media Health Solutions is a next-generation contextual marketing platform and services team that specializes in reaching high-intent patient populations throughout all phases of the patient journey. Meet treatment seekers and their caregivers where they are most likely to engage on content related to common and rare health conditions, treatments, and OTC therapeutic areas. Uncover incremental patients on top ComScore endemic health publishers and across the rest of the media.net partner network with our comprehensive health conditions targeting library. Built on enhanced machine learning, our technology gathers and reads more contextual signals than any other healthcare marketing tool. Our custom-built platform is designed with pharma requirements in mind. Proprietary contextual targeting analyzes sentiment and intent. We don't use cookies or any sensitive consumer data to deliver hyper-relevant ads across the web's most trusted content destinations. Build awareness, drive on-site engagements, or acquire new patients with Perform Media. We've helped hundreds of pharma brands exceed their performance goals. Isn't it time to perform?
Okay, so if you're not familiar with how our ads work, let me just explain because they're kind of unique here. This is on WebMD. We use natural language processing to scan all the topics on the page. We then look at images, videos, etc. to understand the contextual cues. We then use these cues to recommend relevant topics here. Once someone clicks on the topic, if you're bidding on that keyword, your ad would serve. And once a user clicks the text ad that is a search ad, the CPC is charged and they are taken to your landing page. It's a 2-click validation of user intent. And here's why I think this is important. So one is about just the intent side of things. So in this example, the person was reading an article on COPD. The keyword that we recommended as a search was COPD treatment options. So they're going from passive to active through that process of declared intent. These are, I think the video said it, we work with hundreds of brands, specifically in RX and OTC. Just some of the reasons why they work with us. I'll go quickly. I'm going to try to keep the pace. One is incremental reach outside of your traditional search platforms. This is all exclusive inventory. We have hard-coded units on page where we recommend these topics. Number two is more controls. I would say this is the primary reason why our partners work with us is because of all the controls. Compared to what the engines provide, we offer a lot more transparency and controls. We don't truncate ads. We offer publisher targeting where you can customize your publisher list and more. And then we're privacy compliant. You saw it in the video. We're contextual. Our strength is how granular we get. We can target common diseases and treatments all the way down to rare diseases and treatments without using cookies. And then finally, all these things combined, it's about better performance. I'll go through just a brief summary as a case study of results, but where we do very well is front-end site metrics, so think download a brochure or watch a video, along with downstream metrics validated by Crossix, so like script lift, doctor visits, cost per new patient start. And then I'm going to demo one more thing. So this is our tech. I'm going to demo the back end of it so you can see how sophisticated it is. It's an article for the purposes of the demo. So this is the back end of our tech. First step is just we scan the article and we ingest all the keywords on that particular page. We then use natural language processing to analyze each and every topic. So if it says drug, we know that it's not an illicit drug, it's a medication. We also build a knowledge graph based on contextual cues along with engagements on keywords within that specific given piece of content. So that is baked into the index there as we rank and curate content. We scan images and videos, as I mentioned. And then finally, we check for brand safety. And these are just some examples of topics that we would recommend within that article that were deemed most relevant by our algorithm. Okay. These are just some of the stats I mentioned. I'm going to just briefly go over them across these key treatment areas. So for melanoma treatment, we saw tremendous results. This is all back-end data, so we saw a much lower cost per new patient or diagnosed patient, along with an 8x lift in oncology visits, just as one example. And this kind of carries true. I won't read off all of this. I can share it afterwards, but there's script lift, major cost reduction in script lift. And this, just to clarify for everyone, this is compared to non-brand search. We are a non-brand marketplace, just to be clear. Okay, looking forward into 2025, we have 3 exciting pilots that are going on right now. I'll share really quickly. So one is the enhanced SERP. Essentially, what we are doing is if you are able to take up to 85% share of voice for a specific keyword marketplace, so think lung cancer, we give the ability for that advertiser to customize a search results page. This is just a mock-up. It's fully controlled, and we work together to identify how we build this out, but it allows you to customize the SERP. So you can have your search ad, your site links for deep linking. You can have videos, say patient success stories, for example, imagery, and more. Here's the use case for this. So maybe you have a big drug launch and you want to hire share of voice. We allow you this kind of customization. Also, pharma likes to have control. This allows you to control that. 2, another use case is just maybe it's super competitive and you want to block the competition for maybe it's a seasonal event or an awareness month, breast cancer awareness month, just for one example. Also, we just launched HCP targeting, so we're calling, sorry for the formatting era, but we launched HCP targeting. We're calling it HCP Fusion because it leverages the best of both worlds. So it leverages contextual tech to locate where doctors are engaging, so think clinical trials, medical journals, and more, along with MPI match for your specified area. And then finally, we are now able to use search intent across channels, includes video, native, display. I'm going to just quickly walk through the process, but it's all HIPAA compliant, doesn't use cookies. It's all modeling, very sophisticated. So first we ingest all the keywords and the data from your search campaign. We then use the natural language processing I just showed you, and then we build a knowledge graph based on engagement on those particular keywords. It is an indice, so it's just above or below a benchmark that we set for each keyword marketplace and piece of content. It's very, very sophisticated, and actually can model that throughout our entire marketplace for display, native, and video. Okay, that's all I have. I'm Mark Jones. Leo Polanowski, I don't believe he's in the room, but he's our CEO, and then Tom Child, who you just heard about. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.